Hi, I'm Asdol, and I am just so excited with Season of Discovery, SOD, like SOD hype. I'm just so excited about it. I'm really enjoying the game, and quite often when I play, I'll be watching some streamers on the other screen, and one of them who I watch sometimes is Asmongold, and I have noticed some strange things going on that are kind of evolving with the game that kind of mirror the world, the real world. And I think it's interesting enough to talk about, really. So, what I'm going to do here is talk about Asmongold, his online WoW celebrity status, his getting banned, and what this really means. What's going on, and does this mirror the real world for like real world celebrities? Who have to live, a different life in the real world? Does Asmongold have to play, and does his character have to live a different life in World of Warcraft? So let's get into that. Okay, so here you can see on this screenshot here of the YouTube video, which I'm going to play part of it, and we'll get into that, is Asmongold's account has been suspended. And so I just think it's kind of a weird thing that's happening in World of Warcraft is that we have WoW mega celebrities. And potentially, probably the biggest one is Asmongold. And I would never have imagined anything like this happening in my life. So sometimes things that happen in the World of Warcraft kind of mirror things that happen in real life, and they're kind of unexpected. So the first time I noticed this was way back in the day playing vanilla WoW, and with the drop of ZG, Hakkar has the corrupted blood, and it was known as the corrupted blood incident, which I have up here on the Wikipedia page. And you can see here it's also known as the World of Warcraft pandemic. So this happened near the end of October 2005, or sorry, near the end of 2005, when a disease broke out and basically a plague spread, a pandemic across a virtual world. It was totally unintended, but the way that the World of Warcraft operates, unintentionally, not programmed, not planned, operated similar to the way that the real world operates. And this is just pretty interesting. So now there's a new thing that I find, well, it's not that new, but now we have these mega celebrities in World of Warcraft, and they're causing changes to the World of Warcraft that, again, were never planned, never intended, never thought that would happen like this. And here we go. We have celebrities in World of Warcraft like we do in the real world. And it's pretty interesting how this is unfolding. So I'm Asdil. I've been playing World of Warcraft since 2005, early 2005, and I'm make some YouTube content about this. And I'm also one of the worst and world's smallest streamers. I think I have 2 followers. Anyways, please like and subscribe to this video. So we're going to jump into this strange celebrity status by taking a look at this YouTube video of Asmongold's, and I'm just going to talk about what I'm seeing here.
It's going to be 1 ball.
Oh.
Look at all these
Yo,
people.
Look at them all. They're all lined up.
Oh, I'm on a different layer.
He is able to get
I don't think
so many
Asmon
people
gets
to
that
just
far.
line up.
Oh my god.
And his popularity online is just, it's incredible. I remember back in the days of old WoW, kind of seeing the top PvPers right before on my server, the first to ever reach rank 14, the High Warlord and the Grand Marshal. Those were kind of like the celebrities on that server. And like I would log in and go check out what gear they had and look at them. And, a few people would do the same thing, but it was nothing like this. Streamers are just bringing this to a whole new level. Like here he is getting ready to form the guild, the Wall, and it's just crazy. Like there's so many people who follow him around. It's just crazy. So the reason I'm talking about this in particular is there is kind of a huge divide on this subject that's forming. All right, so the reason I'm talking about this is because there seems to also be kind of a huge divide forming in World of Warcraft, kind of as a result of these, like, basically World of Warcraft celebrities. So there's a huge divider for WoW enjoyers, is the way I see it. So some people don't even know who he is. Some do know who he is, but could care less. But he also has some sycophants who follow his every move and hang on the edge of every word he says. And then there's also some who absolutely despise him and don't want him on their server and don't want him to play and don't want him to be able to have this kind of influence that he has. And the latter, the people who don't aren't Asmongold enjoyers, are particularly vocal about this. And it's been filling up chats on Reddit and WoW forums. It's pretty crazy. Asmongold himself seems to not really care about the group that's not so fond of him. But as a result of their actions, what is likely mass reporting, because they don't like him, caused him to get his account banned. Alright, so let's take a look at Asmongold getting banned.
Earlier today, my account got suspended. And it got suspended because people mass reported my name, and so I wasn't even able to log in. Like I was like the whole account was suspended. Like not like a name change, but like the account entirely was suspended. Oh, my account got suspended. And I'm suspended for 3 days. Let me see why. So Asmongold got reported, was permanently renamed or is going to be renamed. Yeah, I'll message somebody at Blizzard and see what's gonna happen. You chose RP server, they have strict naming rules.
Okay, so there we go. He was banned because his name was reported, I guess. That's what it seems like. So at the end of the day, he doesn't seem to particularly care about the group of people who aren't so fond of him, like the people who are making it their voice known they don't want him on their server, and obviously he shouldn't care about that. He should be able to play where he wants. And so likely what happened here is as a result of mass reporting, he got his account banned. And this is really such a weird phenomenon if you think about it, what is happening in an MMORPG. So like I said back in the day when ZG was released and we had that virtual pandemic, it was so crazy, I think, to see the virtual world mirror the real world. Just so weird. And people were staying away from large cities due to fear of death and disease. And I remember thinking how interesting and how cool this was. And I know it was studied because it was never intended. Now we have a new phenomenon here with streaming and the kind of WoW celebrity that's forming. So in that vein, Asmongold feels like he should be able to play the game just like anybody else, which is, true to an extent. And while it is true that he should be able to play the game just like anybody else, the Blizzard TOS should apply to everyone equally, just like laws in the real world apply to everybody equally. And so celebrities in the real world face different challenges, and the laws, however, apply to them just as they do to somebody who's not important, like myself. And so these celebrities face challenges that others never need to think about. But they are also massively influential, and in the digital world, Asmongold is massively influential in Azeroth. So I understand the frustration of some when Asmongold plays on, a particular server, because his influence really does change that server massively. But is it really his fault? This game was released in 2004. No one could have ever imagined a WoW celebrity. So nothing about the game is revolved in any way about dealing with somebody who's so famous, influential. There is no coping mechanism. So what is the answer to this? I don't know. I don't think there really is one. But his recent ban is pretty interesting. People have targeted him for their hatred of him, and as a result, he got banned. It not forever, but it did work to a certain degree. Now let's take a look at a real life kind of issue that is similar to this. Like John Lennon, one of the most famous people, the Beatle, tried to live a normal life in New York, and he ended up getting killed by a crazy person, Mark Chapman. So Asmongold also tries to play in World of Warcraft like a normal person, but he got temporarily banned, which you could kind of think of as they're trying to delete his character. So it's almost like an attempted delete for a digital character, which is not unlike an attempted murder for a real person. So, like, we have these strange things evolving on the digital World of Warcraft that kind of match or follow the same trends as things that happen in the real world, just like the Hakkar incident. And none of this was planned, and it's just all unfolding, and it's all very interesting to watch. It's kind of like a microcosm of a social experiment just unfolding before our eyes, and it's very interesting. So what happens from here? Well, who knows? It just needs to unfold and occur naturally. But the only thing I can think of is, does Asmongold need to hire digital bodyguards to protect him because of his WoW celebrity? Maybe he does. Real life celebrities have their bodyguards. Maybe his character needs digital bodyguards. It's just a very interesting phenomenon. How it unfolds will be interesting. And that's really all I have to say. Is I'm going to keep watching how this kind of stuff, while I'm playing and trying to do my own thing, how this unfolds. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm Asdol.